Hello, beautiful soul. How are you doing? My name is Monica. I'm here to inspire you, empower you, and uplift you because, as we know, life can be crazy, chaotic, and messy. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to tune into your heart space, giving yourself a little shimmy, a hug for being here, connecting with yourself, connecting with your body. If you're not used to it because we feel scared, we don't feel comfortable in our body for whatever reason. So thank you for connecting with your heart. Okay. Today we are going to talk about a sensitive subject. So just to put that out there, but I feel like we need a lot of light on this subject because it happens a lot, and I don't feel like it has enough light to it because women or men are afraid to talk about their experience. They're afraid to talk to others because they feel ashamed, like, I can't believe this happened to me. Or they feel like they're the only one. But I'm letting you know you're not the only one. I'm speaking from my own experience and speaking from other clients that I've helped along my journey. Okay. So we are going to be talking about red flags of things to identify if you feel like you're not happy. And maybe you may be in an abusive relationship and you don't even know it. Okay. When I was in my relationship in the past, my ex, I didn't know I was in one, but I found out by um, you know, reaching out and getting support with other mothers, with other organizations. So this is why it's so important to have community. So you're not on, you don't feel like you're on it alone. You're not. There are other women organizations that help with this because, of course, it is a it is a need. It really is. So we're gonna go over the signs and then what to do about it. Okay, because I'm not just gonna give you things that are issues. I'm gonna give you things that have helped me and I hope they help you to pass along. Okay. So the first red flag that you may be in an abusive relationship is that your partner or whoever it is, your romantic boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, is using intimidation. And this may be in the form of, giving you looks, making you feel afraid. Like my ex used to like make me feel afraid by standing in the doorway, like not letting me go through. I know this is crazy, but I'm like, what the in the word? And so I didn't know what's going on. I was just like, okay, whatever. But it's giving you looks like don't even try to do that or whatever. Don't even say that, making you feel afraid. Okay. And if you think about it, this is a program that we are instilled with while growing up as a child. Our parents used to do that to us. So if you're not aware if your parents used to do that to you and it made you bring up some kind of afraid feeling, we will relive it again until we can process it in a positive manner, right? Because remember, emotion is energy in motion. And if that stuck energy is in you, you will recreate it as an adult. And so let's get this out there as soon as possible so you don't have to go through it. Um, and of course, as parents, if we're going to shift and change and respect and honor our children, treat them like little human adults, even though their brain is not fully developed until they're 26. We need to realize, be aware of this, um, and bring light to it, that they are little human beings, and we as parents, mothers, fathers, are here to treat our children in that manner as best as we could and heal our wounds if we weren't treated that way. Because more often than not, most of us were controlled, right? We're brought up into a controlling world. Control, greed. Let's all talk about money and not like what brings you happiness. Don't worry about the money, it will come later. So the first one is using intimidation, using your body gesture, using your looks. Number two is emotional abuse. This is huge in romantic relationships. I feel like after you get into a relationship after a year, the ugly comes out and you don't see you see all the stuff that was hidden because of course when you're meeting and you're dating and you're wanting to put your best foot up, you don't show these signs. You don't show the ugly side, right? Because everybody has their shadow once they've dealt with it and know how to manage it. Um, So emotional abuse, what does that look like? That looks like name calling, shaming, making you feel bad. Um, really playing dumb and acting like they don't know what you're talking about when in reality they do. They get a kick out of your reaction, part of controlling and power, controlling the situation. Another thing is using isolation. This is the third one. So isolation may look like not allowing you to um, go to places on your own because it's not safe, or going to the grocery store, or going to the gym because they're jealous, right? They're jealous of you to get an other person's attention or what have you. Or maybe saying like, for me in a relationship, I felt like isolation happened when I wanted the relationship to look a certain way and that person did not uh, show it. Them doing the opposite made me want to just hang out with them instead of doing what I wanted to do for the people pleasing, right? And so that, in a sense, isolated me because I wanted to have that relationship. I wanted to hang out with the ex, but didn't happen because, or did happen because I said, okay, if you don't like it, I don't care. I'm gonna go anyways. Um, using your voice and being like, this is what I want. You have to be okay with it. Not, we're not here to control each other. We're here to be partners and be a team. The next one is denying, minimizing, and blaming. Again, this is when you get heated, you're not regulated, you don't take time out for you to process your emotions. It looks a lot like blaming, um, name calling, shifting responsibility, saying, look what you made me do. It's all your fault. You know, it's just not taking responsibility for their own role in it and thinking that they're innocent. But it takes two. Remember, in any relationship, it takes two to make anything happen. And no one can just say no one can blame you. It takes two. The next one is using children. This is the saddest thing. I see a lot in families, and I'll speak from my own experience of the parents using the children to make them feel guilty about the other parent, or talking bad about the other parent while the parent is away, or using children to relay messages when in reality our children are not there to be the mediator. It is the parent's responsibility to communicate, right? And that really puts a damp and a pressure and can cause a lot of stress on the child. Stress and anxiety because they feel like stuck, feel like it's their fault. Like, okay, have to, I have to make this happen for the other parent because they feel like they're helpless when that's not the case. Um, the next one is using privilege, making all the big decisions, not allowing the other partner to um, make the decision with them, you know, treating someone like a servant, saying, you do this, I do that. And this kind of maybe be for discussion on like defining the roles in the relationship. They're the ones that are saying, "You're a stay-home mom. I go and I do the work, and if that's fine with you, that's great. But if it's not fine with you, and you don't want to stay at home, and you want to do a business, and you want to work, and you want to do a project, um, that is should be allowed, right? You have the right to make your own decisions. You have the right to speak what you want and how you want to contribute as a parent and um, as a mother and as your own person, educated businesswoman, whatever entrepreneur, um, whatever it is, you have the right to say that. And so using like you're a stay-at-home mom, this is what you need to do. And that's it, is not okay. The next one is economic abuse, which is the finances, keeping the finances away, be the stay-home mom, giving her an allowance, um, and making it a way to like she doesn't have freedom to do things because perhaps the partner is the breadwinner or whatever makes the money. But you have to think about whether you are making the money or not, the one that stays at home is still putting the work in, putting the energy in to create this beautiful family. So mothers, I feel like are not they're undervalued, uh, and it is assumed that this is their role and that's how it should be, and that's it. When no, everything that gets put into a family takes energy, takes time, takes planning, takes care. It takes a lot. So if you're demonizing or diminishing what a stay-at-home mother does, I would highly suggest you take a look at how many things roles a mother plays. And sometimes this can cause a lot of pressure on all the roles that a mother plays. This is why it's so important for if you're a mother and you're a stay-at-home mom, please get the support, please get the resources because yes, you can do a lot of things, but it is not all your responsibility to try to have those that love you and support you help you. Okay. Because again, we're not supposed to do life alone, especially when you have children. Um, so I think that is the last red flag. And these are things, again, that I have experienced about being in an abusive relationship, about power and control, because again, we are brought up in this paradigm of power and control, greed, and it is it is a pattern. So unless we are aware of it, we cannot change it. So I hope you've learned something about being aware of the signs of being in an abusive relationship, about power control, because it's everywhere, right? And mostly in our close relationships. Um, and so I will leave you with what can you do about it? What can you do about if you're not aware of it, but you're finding out and you're like, oh my God. So first is be aware. Thank yourself for being aware of it. Take a deep breath. You'll be all right. Meditate. Um, and then go through your non-negotiables of what you are going to tolerate from this moment forward. Now that you know, you can stand up for yourself. Use your non-negotiable list of saying what you're going to accept and not accept, and maybe what you can talk to about your list with your partner, and go from there. Um, and then the next one is, as you do this, remember, don't go. There is a pattern to go back um, on your word, because I don't know if you've heard about it, but it is very popular when you are being abused. It's called the victim victimizer cycle, where the victim feels bad, they feel ashamed, or yeah, and the victimizer is saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again," and then bam, couple weeks, couple months later, I don't know, they go back to the regular ways, and then it starts this horrendous cycle again and again and again. And so it's like asking yourself, how many times am I going to put up with this in order for you to gain that respect? Because this pattern that is coming up is for you to put stop to it. Because remember, we are here to stand in our truth. We are here to stand in our power. And until you do that, it's going to keep on coming up again. So, taking a deep breath, because it's hard when you haven't had this. It's hard when you haven't been shown it. It's hard when you feel like you're alone. And I'm telling you now, you're not. There's many women. I don't know of many men, but there are many women that go through this and they don't talk about it because they feel ashamed. They feel like they're the only ones, and you're not. So, just a reminder, you have the power to change it. You have the will of God inside of you. Your highest self, your angels are supporting you. Ask for guidance, because I'm here to share my experience so other women can stand in their power, take that power back, because we've been again suppressed, oppressed, repressed for so many years, so many generations, and it's our time to rise. Whether you're a man or you identify yourself as a woman, we do have that masculine energy. We do have that feminine energy in our world. Every species has a polarity of feminine energy and masculine energy. So always remember that. Um, and no matter what happens, you have everything you need inside of your beautiful heart and the support around you by reaching out, by looking for it to get you through your next phase of life. And I'll leave you with this. John F. Kennedy leaves you as we express gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. And I've been talking about this all week. Like, appreciate the little things in life and really live by them, walk by them. Walk your walk, talk your talk, and I'm here to help those that want to live in their truth, live in their life, take back their power, because that's what you're here for. So if I helped you in any way, bring things to light, bring things to like something new you have not known about. Um, I'm thankful you're here. And this is part of the reason I'm here is to help other women or men bring back their 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 soul into alignment of who they are, to remember that you have the power within you to take control of your life. And I have to remind myself that the same thing because I've gone through and I'm going through a lot of, oh, it's tremendous soul memories that are coming up, and for me to like breathe through all of it and remember why I'm here. Just a thing I will leave you is to remember why you're here. Ask yourself, why am I here in this lifetime? Maybe you've been here many lifetimes. I know I have. And that's why this calls me. This calls me because it needs to be brought to light. I've probably had many lifetimes our voice taken away, our power taken away by our body, whatever it looked like. We had it taken away in this lifetime for many generations. If you're a woman, you use your voice to stand in your power because the people are afraid of your light. Like, and we should not be afraid of our light. We are light. We are light. So stand in your light, beautiful. Stand in your power, and um, keep on stepping forward, one day at a time. One day you will feel like great. Maybe the next day you won't, but just keep on going. Just keep on going. You'll make it there. I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next video. And don't forget, if you need tips and tools, I do have them in my bio.